again, people of the internet, and welcome back to Hollow Knight. I'm your signature knight, and today I'm going to show you how to complete the final trial of the Colosseum of Fools. And maybe some advice on the first two, but I might not be covering them in this video. If you don't know where the Colosseum of Fools is, I'm also going to be showing you where it is in this video. So, know that. I'm trying to look out for all of you. Starting out in Dirtmouth, you can make your way to the nearest stag station and over to the King's Station. If you watched my last video, then you'll know the shortcut for getting to the Colosseum of Fools, and you might already have it, but this is for the people that don't already have it. We're going to first up make our way to the Kingdom's Edge. Once you make it in here, you can just kill literally anything you want. But my fastest way of getting up is to go on this left wall and super dash off of it. It's the quickest way in my opinion. Swimming through the acid for a shortcut because we don't want to go around. Skipping over the primal aspids because who likes primal aspids? If that's your favorite Hollow Knight enemy, you're wrong. Your opinion about that just does not matter, okay? If your favorite enemy is the primal aspid, seek therapy. You're gonna need it. The first entrance you see on the left after climbing that will be where you want to go. Making our way up, we're just gonna want to make our way to the very top. Preferably without falling down. And without taking a lot of damage. I'm not that good at this game. Making our way to the left. We could kill these things if we want. But we don't necessarily have to. Before you watch this video, I suggest that you get all of the things. Or charm notches, nail upgrades, spell upgrades, that type of stuff. You can make your way up. If you don't already have the shortcut unlocked, then break it right there. Then we can make our way to the right. And just here will be the Colosseum of Fools. If you don't already have the first and second trial completed, then oof. I'm not going to be covering them in this video because I don't want to drag this video out for that long. During this Colosseum, you can just put on your best charms that you want. You can really put on whatever you want, but personally, I'm going to put on Weaver Song because it's extra damage. It may be really small damage, but the more damage, the merrier. You're going to want the best charms that you have, because we're going to have a really big fighting segment ahead of you. If you haven't already completed the first two trials, you're going to have to get Geo for them. But the trial before, the one that we're going to do, is just place for it. The reason you might want to do this is just so that you can get the achievement. Now, you're going to want to try and be at peak performance when doing this, because if you make one slip up, then it might cost you the entire run. Starting off, when these two things come out, just hold your distance and try to get rid of the flying things immensely quickly, including the primal aspects. When these guys pop out, that's your time to find some openings to heal. Also somewhat of the reason I chose Weaver Song. When these things come out, just try to use your down spell. It will be the best way to deal with it. Don't deal with the things on the ground because they're just going to get killed by the spikes. For this part, I suggest that you deal with the flying thing that goes, ha! Or something. And then you could save these for last because they're the most tanky and the most annoying. But they're easier instead of dealing with the other one. For these, as long as you kill them quickly and shoot them away from you, they won't explode in your face, and it will be nicer than getting blown up.
Ready?
When these things pop up, don't fight them. Instead, just hold a super dash on the right wall or left, and then just stay there, and they won't be able to hit you. When these things pop out, just take your time, and don't get hit. That's pretty obvious information to not get hit. But I'm still gonna say it because, yeah. For these frogs, the safest place I like to stay is just under here because unless they are under the platform with you, they won't normally be able to reach you. You can use spells to make it go faster. For this phase, I like to take care of the primal aspids as fast as possible. Preferably that you leave this thing alive because they can get trapped if you juke them in a certain way, and then you could just take the time to heal. For this, it's pretty self-explanatory if I do say myself. Once again, dealing with the flying things first because you can juke this to get some time to heal. Once again, try dealing with the primal aspids first because they're going to be the bane of your existence. Getting double hits with the spells to kill them is going to be really nice. And try to leave these things alive because if you have soul, then you can take the time to heal. After they have a time zone in between times they shoot, so that leaves a window to heal. Try to heal as much as possible, but if you have to deal with things quick to make sure you don't take extra damage, use spells. For these things, they're just really annoying at most. There's no windows to heal against them, but there are windows to heal against these things. After those things pop out, be ready for him to swoop down. You can just dash out of the way whenever he dashes down. Whenever he dashes towards you, just jump. And sometimes you'll be able to get in a pogo. Spells will be really effective against him. If you can, just try to deal with these things as fast as possible. Mainly this guy, because he's going to be the most problematic. He also has more HP. Then there's going to be another one of these things, but with the help of one of those, instead of the weird blobs. In between this, you should have a bit of time to heal. Try to use ground pounds against these things the most because they're going to be super effective, and they'll also hit the flying guy. For this next segment, try to have as much health as possible. Not this one. But after we kill this thing, there's going to be a really annoying segment after it. Not this one. I keep thinking that we're going into a different segment because it looks the same. When these guys pop up, just dream nail them because it'll give you extra soul for the next part. Yeah, this part I believe I'm talking about. Try to have full HP for this because it's going to be really annoying not being able to touch the ground. Also, try to use spells as much as possible to make sure that you can not die. Try to dash across the stage a lot because it'll help a lot. When these things pop up, you want to take care of them as fast as possible. When these things pop up, you want to try and save your soul, because you're probably not going to have much.
Be free!
For this part, it's just a bunch of frogs, so try to be careful, and also try to get in some hits for free soul.
Goodbye, cruel world! Oh gosh! This world is too cruel for me! I hate you all! I hate you!
It's always good to have a lot of health for the next segment. Get rid of either one of these first. Just try to deal with the traitor first. The mantis thing. Both of these guys have a window where you can heal, so it doesn't really matter. Once again, for this guy, try to take care of the guy that shoots lightning stuff first. Or both of them at the same time. That doesn't hurt either. Using spells to get a lot of invincibility frames. Try to keep that thing alive so that you can heal. It's very slow and it can barely hit you normally. Once you make it through all of that, there's going to be this last guy. Now, the purple thing on top, you don't have to kill. All you have to kill is the animal thing. His attacks are becoming a roly-poly and shooting stuff at you, so it's best to just stay on top of him, and he's really easy. The more spells, the merrier. And after all of that, you will finally get your reward of being an absolute fool and 3,000 geo. This place is going to come back to haunt you in the future. It will. And you'll remember it for a lifetime phone call. I'll make sure of it. Pretty creepy outro segment, but it doesn't matter. I hope you all have a great day. Please comment on my videos if you guys feel like subscribing, then I really appreciate that. And you don't have to give this video a like. I kind of don't care about likes, it just helps me get these videos out to other Hollow Knight fans. I love you guys a lot. Please just have a great day, stay safe, and be lucky. I don't know.